Welcome to ChiroSecure's Empowering Women in Chiropractic, the Facebook Live show for successful women by successful women, proving once again women make it happen. Join us each week as we bring you the best in business growth, practice management, social media marketing, networking, leadership, and lots more. If it's about women in practice and business, you'll hear it here. Now join today's host, Dr. Nicole Lindsey, as she talks overhead, debt, and creating other sources of income. And now, here's Dr. Nicole.
Hi, welcome. I'm Dr. Nicole Lindsey, your host on today's show, Empowering Women in Chiropractic. I am so excited about today's topic. The topic is how to run your practice like a boss. Before we get into that topic, first of all, I want to start off just saying thank you to ChiroSecure. And I want you all to do the same, to give them some love, give them some hearts, let them know that you appreciate them, because without them, we wouldn't be here today. And they're putting out such valuable information for our profession. So let's go ahead and jump in and get started with our topic. As chiropractors, we have to wear so many roles in business. We are the CEO of our business. We have to wear that clinical hat, the managerial hat, the marketing hat, and definitely, most importantly, the financial hat. And although we have some classes in school about this, we're so focused on the clinical aspect, how to adjust, how to make sure that we do not harm our patients, which is very, very important, how we can get results for them. The financial piece of the business is very important as well. And when it comes to that, we have to keep in mind our bookkeeping, right? We have to know about that. We have to know how to collect money for the services that we're giving. We have to know billing, how to bill insurance if you do take insurance, accounts receivable, keeping your eye on that so you're not watching your money just flow out the back door, right? And then, of course, continuing to add other revenue sources into your practice. So why is this important? Why do we have to continue to increase our revenue in business? Well, there's a number of reasons. First of all, because let's face it, insurance reimbursements are decreasing every day. Now, I still take insurance. Some of you may or may not, but about 40% of my practice is still insurance. Now, the allowables are decreasing every year for the services that we give. And some insurance companies are adopting this global fee for service. So no matter how many modalities you do in your office, you're only getting paid one flat fee. So no matter how we look at it, the bottom line is we're receiving less and less money from insurance companies instead of more. So we have to find ways to increase our revenue. The other reason, second reason, is inflation, right? Every year you can count on your bills going up. You can count on the cost of groceries going up. All goods and services constantly go up and up. And on average, they're going to increase, inflation is going to increase 2% a year. So if your revenue is staying the same, then you are actually losing money. Right? So you have to account for that. Your business has to constantly make and generate more revenue than it did last year, because everybody wants raises, everybody wants more money. So if it's not there, you're not going to be able to do that in your business. You cannot sustain a business that way. The third reason is to be able to provide better quality care for your patients. Patients, they need support to be healthy. Right? Of course, we're chiropractors. We're giving them wonderful chiropractic care for their spines and getting their nervous systems in check and tuned up. But we also have to keep in mind that the healthier they are with their diet, with supplements, with exercise, mindful thinking, they're going to get better results. So if you can increase revenue to help them in these other areas, you're going to get better results with your patients as well. So here are some ways that you can increase revenue in your practice. You can simply increase your fees, right? I know it's not that simple, but actually it can be. You can cut down on the number of missed visits and canceled visits that are happening in your office. You can work on increasing your retention and making sure that patients are getting the big idea and staying on longer as patients, as wellness patients. You can work on increasing your marketing efforts. Branch out and build relationships with MDs. That's one of the other things that I teach as a big part of being a host on this show. I teach chiropractors how to build relationships with MDs. And this can be a great way to build more revenue in your practice if you have not tapped into that market. You can also improve your ability to sell your care, better close rate. So if 20 new patients come into your office on a monthly basis and only 10 of them are actually choosing care, then you are missing out on a lot of revenue. And there's so many ways that you can get better at this. I know my friend Daniel Bai at Close for Chiro, he does an incredible job at helping chiropractors do this. So know that all of those ways are ways that you can really help increase revenue. Also lowering your overhead. It's not always how much you make, but it's how much you keep, how much you actually take home. So working on that and pinching your bills and maybe moving to a different source for materials in your office or medical supplies. Every penny you can save is going to help the business earn more revenue so that you can account for inflation and raises and everything else that you need to do. What we're going to talk about today for increasing revenue is adding other sources of revenue to your practice. So this is a common thing, and this is something I thought of when I first came out of school. If I add other sources of revenue to my practice, is this going to distract patients and take them away from the chiropractic experience? And for a very long time, I refrained from doing that. I didn't want to offer supplements. I didn't want to offer anything in my practice because I thought that would happen. And, the truth of the matter is it can happen. So you have to remain a chiropractic office first. And the way that you do that is make sure that you establish a solid mission statement. Make sure that you have a purpose and core values and stick to them. And only sell or offer services in your practice that align with that purpose and with those core values. And you know what? Those core values and that purpose, that can change over time. I've been practicing for 18 years and my practice has changed quite a bit. There was a time period where I wanted to go more spa-like. I'm still a chiropractor, but I wanted to offer services that aligned with those core values. And I did. And then it's changed. And now I'm offering services that align with my newer core values. So just make sure that you're a chiropractic office first, offering these other services. The other way that you help prevent the patients from getting distracted is you have to consider how you set up these services in your office. So these are some things to consider. Will a patient experience a chiropractic exam on their first visit? So if they come in for a different service, are you introducing chiropractic to them first? How much education are you giving your patients? Do they get the big idea so that they don't wander down a different direction and forget about why they're coming to your office in the first place? And then at what point in the patient's care are you suggesting these other services? So these are all things to consider. And it's not black or white. It's not that on the third visit, you can introduce this. It's not like that. Sometimes it's a matter of waiting until you feel the patient is ready to try something else. Sometimes it can be on day one. It's different, but you have to consider this when you're adding other services into your practice. So the other sources of revenue that you can bring into your practice and start to run your office like a boss. Here are some examples. Weight loss programs, supplements you can bring in, and not only just individual supplements, you can package them up. And these are some of the things that we've done, created an adrenal protocol for patients to help them repair their adrenals. And it consists of 3 supplements, a hormone protocol for ladies, heart health, Fight the flu. We had, leading into flu season, we had a Fight the Flu pack, and we put together 4 supplements and packaged it up in a bag with a bow and put them around the office so that patients could see, okay, if I take this, this will boost my immune system, and this can help me prevent the flu. So doing things like that, you can add a 10-day detox into your practice, 21-day purification program, anti-aging facials through microcurrent, massage therapy, laser, and physical therapy. So where do you begin? If you're thinking, okay, this is definitely something I want to do, I would suggest that you start with adding revenue stream number 1. And it can be something as simple as the 10-day detox. So the first thing you want to do is you want to announce it. You want to let your patients know that you have it, right? Because if they don't know you have it, then they're not going to know to ask you questions about it, or they're not going to know it's part of your practice. And the way you announce it, there's various ways you can do that. You can create a postcard and put it in the welcome packet for all new patients to receive it when they become a patient. You can put a Facebook event once a month and invite all of your practice members to that event. You can make posts on social media throughout the month. Post it on your website, and you can even have a detox questionnaire loaded in your website, and people can go to that and download it and fill it out and come into your practice with that filled out and already know, yes, I am toxic, I need this 10-day detox. You can have a board in your office at the front desk and call it monthly happenings and list everything on there that is going on for the month, and put that on there. The 10-day detox is going on this month. Email it out to your patient base. And last but not least, make a flyer and post it everywhere in the office. Give them out to the patients when they come in. After you've announced it, now you just got to do it. So create a private Facebook group for your participants and put everybody in there that's decided that they want to do this 10-day detox. And that way you can hold them accountable. You can give them motivation. You can put recipes in there. Do a workshop in your office, whether it's in person or as a Facebook Live or both. Do an in-person workshop, and for those that couldn't attend it, record it and make it a Facebook Live to kick off the event. Have each person fill out a detox questionnaire before and after the detox. And then you want to set up automatic posts in that private Facebook group for those 10 days that the detox is going on to motivate these participants. And I like to do this once a month, certain times of the month. And even though somebody may not be able to participate during those 10 days, set it up again every month, ongoing, every other month or every quarter. And then that way, if they couldn't make it that particular time, they can catch it the next time. And then once they've completed and they've had success, make sure you get a video testimony of those folks that completed this 10-day detox and use that for future promotion. So that's how you're going to add that 10-day detox. Now, this revenue number stream number 1, if you have 10 patients a month doing this 10-day detox, the cost of the detox is $100. And that's going to generate about $1,000 a month, minus the cost of the supplement. So that's something easy that you can implement and start doing now. Let's talk about revenue stream number 2. This is anti-aging microcurrent facial. Now, I know that this may not be your thing. You may not want to add that, but I'm just giving you examples of ways that you can set up a different revenue stream, because you can use these same strategies for other revenue streams. So first of all, you want to prepare for it. So something that you know you don't have the time to do in your office, as far as doing the actual 45-minute treatment yourself as the DC, you want to train a CA to perform these treatments. You also need to look at the schedule and decide when your CA will have time to dedicate to these treatments. Now, the CA doesn't need to do it 40 hours a week. You can figure out how many treatments a week you want to offer, right? So if a typical CA is working 40 hours a week and you have patient hours for 28 hours of the week, there may be some downtime that they can allot to doing these types of treatments. A typical anti-aging microcurrent facial session would be $100. Of course, insurance doesn't cover this, so that's cash. And you can sell packages of 8, 12, and 15 and discount them the more sessions that the person purchases. So after you've prepared for it, now it's time to launch it. So there are 3 ways and 3 things that you can do to launch it. And I recommend that you do all 3. So you can start off doing a VIP event day. And this is going to be one day that you set up for this event. And it's going to be about 8 hours long. And you're going to allot 30-minute trial sessions for the patients to come in and do that. You're going to let the patients know months in advance. So set this out at least 2 months away and make flyers and do the same thing that you did for revenue stream number 1, as far as posting the event on Facebook, making social media posts, emailing out your patient base, letting patients know that this is coming up. Now they have to sign up for their 30-minute slot. It's a free session. So they come in and they get a trial treatment. And that day, it's all about these ladies getting this, or men getting these treatments. So you want to make it an event. You want to have sparkling, bubbly water to give out in maybe champagne glasses, and have balloons and roses, give each person a rose, and make it an event. So it could be on a day that you typically don't see patients, or maybe a weekend day. Now, after they get the trial, then that's where you will suggest a number of sessions and try and sell a package based on how their results were after that trial. And when we kicked off our event with this VIP event day, we made $10,000 in that one day. So enough money to pay for the equipment that we purchased to do the facials. The second way that you can launch this and continue to market this is by doing trial sessions, selling trial sessions through media like Groupon. And you sell one session, they come in for the session for $30, and you do a very similar, a 30-minute to 45-minute trial session, and then sell a package from there. And then the third is just to let your existing patients know that you do this kind of service, putting postcards in their welcome packets, putting flyers, just letting them know that this is something that we're offering patients. If you want to try it, please do. So that's revenue stream number 2. Now, on average, a package is going to cost about $1,000. And if you sell 5 packages a month, then you're looking at $5,000 a month revenue for revenue stream number 2. So revenue stream number 3 is physical therapy. I know some of you have reached out to me. You know, I have a physical therapist in my office, and a lot of people question it. They want, how does that work? It seems like it would be a good fit. It is. And this is by far my largest stream of revenue, second to chiropractic. And it really complements what we do as a chiropractor really well from a musculoskeletal standpoint. So first of all, you need to prepare for it. And you need to check with your state board for the rules, regulations for setting this up in your state. You need to check with insurance companies that you are in network with for their rules, regulations regarding filing, NPI numbers, and definitely check with your malpractice carrier as well. I'm sure ChiroSecure can give you some tips on that as far as adding another practitioner into your practice as well. You're going to need space for the physical therapist to work in, and you may need some equipment. So the physical therapist, generally, it needs to be one-on-one. So it's different as with chiropractic. Our adjustments are not time-based, so we can see 10 people an hour. Physical therapy is not that way. They have to be one-on-one with the patient while they're doing therapies and while they're billing for those therapies. So if they're using insurance, I think if they're not using insurance as well. So we schedule each physical therapy appointment 45 to 1 hour sessions long per treatment. So after you figure out how you can prepare for this, how you're going to fit it into the schedule, all the back end stuff, now it's a matter of doing it. And physical therapy can help with the patients that you're seeing that have extremity issues, that need core strengthening, soft tissue work. They can do dry needle and laser. And what I find is that the patients are getting better results as far as getting out of pain faster, holding their adjustments longer, getting their trigger points worked out at a faster rate so that they can get back to work faster, so they can get back into the gym. So this is a great way to add another revenue stream into your practice, because patients are going to do physical therapy, whether it's in your office or outside of your office. And that's one of the reasons why I decided to bring it in, because I kept hearing patients say, yes, I'm doing physical therapy for my knee. It's really helping me. I'm doing physical therapy for my shoulder. While I'm taking care of their spine, the physical therapist that they were seeing down the street was taking care of their extremity issue. So why not be able to offer that as well to the patient, and we can work together. Now, some patients will pay cash for these services and some will pay insurance. But this happens to make me stand out in my area because it is a unique combination. And in fact, I'm the only chiropractor in my area that has a physical therapist on staff. And this really is my unique selling proposition as a business. And I oftentimes will have patients come in specifically saying, I came here because I see that you offer physical therapy. Now, they may not even need physical therapy. Not every patient gets both services, but they like the fact that we have a physical therapist on staff. Not only that, but the MDs like it as well. And you will find you'll get way more referrals because the MDs feel comfortable. Their physical therapy is just more accepted in their eyes. So it will help with that. And I can help you set that up as well if you're interested in knowing how to market to MDs once you get a physical therapist in your office. Okay, I think my screen locked up. No problem. Bear with me. Okay, so what are you looking at as far as revenue from a physical therapist once you bring one into your office? So a physical therapist on average can generate about $100 an hour. Now, if you're adding other cash services to your office, like dry needle and laser, which we do, dry needle is $50, laser is $50 as well. So if your physical therapist is doing that on top of the typical physical therapy session, then you can look at possibly earning $150 to $200 an hour with a physical therapist there. So if most physical therapy sessions that you can bring into the practice right away, you can pretty much fill up their schedule for 20 hours a week. And that you're looking at generating about $15,000 a month on that physical therapist. Now, a part-time physical therapist, the salary is going to be anywhere from $40,000 to $80,000, depending on your area and how much you want to pay them. So you can figure out the math there. It's still a great way to generate revenue for your practice. So when you add up all three of these revenue sources, revenue stream number one, which was the 10-day detox, revenue stream number two, which was the anti-aging microcurrent facials, and revenue number three, which was physical therapy, you're looking at $150,000 a year from three streams of revenue. So, and this does not include your chiropractic practice. So why not? Why not add these services to your practice to help build the business end of it? And there are other perks to doing this as well. The first is because it will increase revenue, it'll increase your bottom line. And that's important because you are in business. You're not running a charity, right? You have student loans, you have bills to pay, you have goals and dreams that you want to aspire to, vacations you want to take. So you deserve to earn the income that you should be making, right? So that's the first reason. And the first perk is that you will earn more revenue adding these other streams in. The second perk is that this extra income that you are earning from doing this type of marketing or bringing in these other streams of revenue, you can put towards your marketing for chiropractic. So it gives you more money to put towards marketing to get more chiropractic patients in. Because let's face it, advertising can be expensive. And if you have the extra income, you can get more creative with your marketing. You can put out those Google ads. You can do SEO work on your website and put money towards things that actually get the message out to more chiropractic patients. The third perk is that income streams turn into marketing streams. So all of these other services are going to bring more patients into your practice for these other services. For example, the anti-aging facials with the Groupons, patients would come in specifically for that. Now, we would make sure that we let every one of those patients get a tour of the office and get a complimentary posture check. Now, they may or may not choose to have chiropractic care, but we let them know that we are there. And so this revenue stream turns into an income stream because you will see that you'll have a ton more new patients coming into your practice in the long run. And that goes for physical therapy as well. You get referrals for PT only. They start off with PT, then they see that there's chiropractic going on. When they need a chiropractor, they will come to you. So the fourth reason or reason why this is such a great perk to add these revenue streams is because it sets you up to earn a lot of passive income. And I don't know about you, but I like to do physical adjustments, really hands-on work. And I've been doing it for 18 years. And, the body starts hurting after a while, the shoulders, the back. And, this is the nature of our work. So passive income helps save your body so that you can earn income in other ways. So you can continue to do what you're doing longer, right? So which one should you do? All of them. And these are only three. I only gave you three revenue streams. There are so many more that you can add to your practice. It just depends on how much money that you want to earn, right? So the more streams you set up, the more results, the more income that you're going to produce for your practice. And along with this is going to come some hurdles you're going to need to jump over. It's going to be a scheduling issue, and it's going to be a space issue and a staff issue. And I've been through it all, and it's okay. These are all good problems to have, trust me. So if you have any questions about adding revenue streams into your practice, if you have any questions about MD marketing and building relationships with MDs so that you can build a healthier, solid practice, or if you have questions about running your practice like a boss, I'm here. You can contact me at dominatechiromarketing.com. Thank you so much. Make sure you tune in next week for another episode of Empowering Women in Chiropractic. Kathy Winland Colby will be our host. Thank you.
Join us each week as we bring you the best in business growth, practice management, social media marketing, networking, leadership, and lots more. If it's about women in practice and business, you'll hear it here. We hope you enjoyed this week's Facebook Live event. Please like us on Facebook, comment, and share. We look forward to seeing all of you next week for another episode of Empowering Women in Chiropractic. Now, go ahead and hit the share button and tell your friends and colleagues about the show. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day. This has been a ChiroSecure production.